There are 3 albums left in my journey to complete listening to the catalog of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Those albums are Eyes Like the Sky, Oddments, and Paper Mâché Dream Balloon. The winner of this particular marbles race is going to decide which of those 3 albums I listen to. So, I am gonna hop into this race here. Before I hit the race button and we get started, it's just very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment or join us on Twitch. Those people over there are the best people. They just want to hang out with you, listen to good music, and let you know that you belong. And so do I. Guys, by the way, I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. I keep forgetting I need to say that. Guys, here we go. The winner of this race is going to make a really big decision for me in guiding my journey. Now, we have 26 racers, but only 1 winner. And I know we've definitely got some opinions. And it looks like Hantayumi just said hello to Raw Feel for Everyone. Something tells me that that is a fan of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, if I had to guess, showing up for Giz Day. And it looks like official Zeb, Crimson Raider, Dubspool, Tom Foolery, and Scoodle Dump are followed up right by me and the Charlie Mac. A recent winner, as you'll recall. Now, as we're coming up to golf tees and turbo strips, you'll see Zeb is just not getting thrown off. Now, this particular part really does give some people the business, like your boy Walterooski. Geez, you can't even, run your own game and effectively win. I can't even believe I just got yeeted like that in my own game. Tihu also yeeted. Crimson Raider, though, might just be deciding which album, Crimson Raider, which album do you want me to listen to? Because you just won this game. W's in the chat for Crimson. The good news is you have a 33% chance that the album you want me to listen to most is the one he's going to pick. So, Crimson Raider, go ahead and do me the kindness of telling me which album. Paper Mâché Dream Balloon. I just wanted you to say it so everybody knew that this was something that you picked. Paper Mâché Dream Balloon. Guys, we're gonna hop into this thing. Man, this is a short banger. It's only 33 minutes. Guys, I tell you what, we might just do 2 albums tonight, leaving next Wednesday to be, unless Giz for whatever reason releases an album between now and next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is gonna be the last Giz Day focusing on an album. Then we're gonna have to go to live performances. Guys, that was just Giz Day has been a part of my life now for a year, where I've had albums to listen to. And it's been a turbulent year. And in the last year, they've become my favorite band. And that's heavy for me. For me in particular, that's a heavy thing to say. So we're going to listen to this 33-minute album, and then we're going to listen to another one, and it will also be decided by a marbles race. Guys, let's get into it. Sense. Paper Mâché Dream Balloon, let's go. I feel like this is, when I first heard of who King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard was, I feel like this is on Rumham's stream. I feel like this is what he was listening to, because my impression was that they were a folk band, and I just feel like this is probably the first song I ever heard by them. Because I feel, especially now that I'm hearing this noise, oh my gosh, I love this noise. This might have been the very first thing I heard of Giz on Rum's stream. The Kenny G saxophone. A little bit of Elliott Smith vibes.
It's a pattern. Everything I hear will always make me action. I know it's recognizable, but it don't make no sense at all.
I love this sound. This is such a good sound. Oh my gosh! The tuning fork ringing in my loins from this saxophone is just vibrating at a rate and frequency that I didn't even realize was possible. Ah! Is it a clarinet? I'm a dummy. Don't look at me right now. You're right. It's clarinet.
They can't pay their taxes for the freeway. I know it's so predictable, but it don't make no sense at all. And some people say it's on their radar that they drive 1,000,000 miles in their fast car.
Man, so Stu played clarinet here. Okay, my bad. Oh man. What an opener! This sense might be one of my favorite openers. King Gizzard and the Squidward Wizard. Oh man. Apropos. Oh my goodness. What a sound, dude. They turned this into such a good jam live. Oh man, I would love to hear this one. Oh my gosh!
It's just me, bro. I was just trying to say hi. Tell your stream that your roommate said hi.
Did you hear my roommate say hello? I was being moved by a clarinet when you...
Does that show you how vulnerable you are if we get...
Yeah, no, if somebody wants to come in here and just give me the business, they can do it.
All right.
I'm gonna be busy clutching my pearls while I'm getting murdered.
I'm not gonna murder you.
Oh, Lordy Jesus. I'm glad you're home safe.
I'm glad you're having a good trip.
Thank you. Simon says hi, guys. Can you shut the door?
Yes.
And if you open it, just make sure you brain me. He might be in the potty. Thank you for the tiggle bitties. I feel like I need to wipe my butt after that one. Golly. But you know, he walked up and just knew it was a good stream, so I just knew it was a good, just knew it was a good time. So I guess that says a lot about the album. He could tell just walking up that I liked the music. I love this sound, like, so incredibly much. The bongos, man. Dude, no, my cool is totally not cucumber right now. Okay. Let's just yeah, I don't think it's gonna let us watch it. Yep, I think that clip is broke. Hey, no problem. Yeah, guys, sorry about uncooling your cucumber there, but Sense was a total banger, even if I almost had a heart attack listening to it. But here's the thing, I'm always going to remember the first time I heard this song. Always. Never gonna forget it. It's unforgettable. Hang on. Yep. It's not gonna show it. Here we go. This one is Bone. I love that this is it kind of feels a little bit like Jethro Tull in some ways, like with the flute sounds, but I also really like just this acoustic vibe that it's got going on. Very kind of like, almost, I don't know, a little bit of Beatles-y, a little bit. I agree with you in that comment here, Crimson. Indie rock was really my first love, and in fact, I have a playlist on Spotify that I call the Formative Five, and on that playlist is the Decemberists, Death Cab for Cutie, The Shins, Frightened Rabbit, and Neutral Milk Hotel, the bands that like I was obsessed with in high school. And again, it led me down a very specific journey of bands I listened to for a long time. And it was in those bands and kind of digging into their influences that my taste would start evolving. And this, I think, really hits truest to my formative years of music of all of Giz's catalog. And again, to see that this is the same band that did Dragon is nuts to me. Right, so this happened right before Nonagon. This bass walk. This song again, very much Thick as a Brick-esque. Hang on, hang on. Just this This has caught my interest. Hang on. Just hang on. Oh my gosh!
It's just me, bro. I was just trying to say hi.
Yeah, I was triggered a bit.
Tell your stream that your roommate said hi.
So you guys could
hear my roommate say.
You guys could hear him say hi, at least. That's good. He's a nice guy. Simon. We like Simon. We don't like when Simon scares the crap out of us, but we like Simon. He's a good he's good people. He's good people. Okay, this song is Dirt. In title, perhaps not in ranking. Simon Scares is a good band name.
Handshakes and bitter rounds are the common conjecture. I can dissect anything and save the skin for later. I know it's just a time.
I love that.
Things will get better,
I get a Guster vibe from this.
but I don't mind much anyway. Vampire reflection.
You're my satellite.
Just in our selfish understanding. Tensions only set us when
Very Beatlesy too. Definitely need more bongos, like for mega for sure.
whispers bending.
Like a magpie's morning monologue, whispers bending backwards in the dirt.
Backwards in the dirt.
Eloquence. This song is so good. This album has been so good. I love the whole vibe of it.
Still I'm walking on eggshells. Catch your breath, I'm heading round. Be sure others will notice. This is just a product of lack of reflection.
This is such a different sound than I've really heard them approach in a much more specific context. And the way they create dissonance with the woodwinds. With the flute. And wow. The drums have a very compressed sound here, for sure. Hang on. So if you want to know how amazing flutes are, you should listen to Jethro Tull's "Thick as a Brick." That album needs to be heard, for sure. For like mega certain, you have to. So this is the title track, "Paper Mâché Dream Balloon." Here we go.
Stuck in a daydream under a moonbeam.
Very much a Beatles, I Am the Walrus, Strawberry Fields vibe. Yes to the drums.
Outside my window, full of testosterone. When I get drunk on my way, like paper mache,
Wow.
they stick to Cadaver, and I kick it out my door.
Guys, I'm gonna come out right here, right now, and say this. I think that even through these 4 songs, I already know that this is, to me, an S tier album. Hot take. That's where I'm at with it. This is like, this is 100% a thing. Opinion validated. Let's go! There's just so many classic things about it to love. Like, tell me, I mean, most of us love the Beatles, and I know that this is maybe an echo chamber chat in that context. We might have one weirdo that's like, I don't like the Beatles, and a whole bunch of us stick our swords out to him. But, like, let him have that opinion. Just like in this chat, there's at least one person that just has a jelly sandwich and not a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There's gonna be that person that doesn't mess with the Beatles. I get it. But in this context, I'm seeing such a throwback to my favorite era of the Beatles. I'm also seeing so much indie rock sound that, like, inspired me as a kid. This album is hitting me so hard in the face, and this was already my favorite band. And for me to discover something so early in their catalog, right now, having listened to all of the others I've listened to, this has me excited in a way I can't necessarily give to you or convey in words. Like, this has really got me captivated. Ditsy, thank you for subbing! Tier 3, holy crap, dude! Thank you, Scoots! This song is so good. This is really one of my favorites. This is an S tier Giz song. When I get trouble my way like paper mache, I stick them to a dream balloon and I kick it out my door. Just amazing. Dude, thank you for those tiggle bitties. I friggin' thank you. Trapdoor. Ooh. Ooh. Trapdoor. Is that? I feel like I'm hearing calves. This makes me feel like sometimes when you close your eyes and you're on psychedelics and like specifically like LSD and like you're just kind of walking around in your brain there for a little while.
And everybody knows what's under the door.
Like your brain is the trapdoor on psychedelics.
And everybody goes to great lengths for sure. To hide themselves away.
The self oscillating sounds here.
'Cause everybody knows.
The panning in this song as well. The drums are kind of panned off kilter to the right. Ditsy, thank you! Holy crap, guys! You get to win a quadruple! so hard here. Oh man.
Everybody goes to great lengths for sure.
The bass line here is also amazing. Crimson!
My name is N.G.R.I.
And keep the beast at bay. Everybody knows. Trapdoor, trapdoor, that trapdoor,
The trap.
trapdoor, that trapdoor, 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 that trapdoor, 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 that trapdoor, 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 that trapdoor, trapdoor, that trapdoor.
That song was so good. That song was so good. Guys, I have to run ads really quick. Give me a sec. Because we ignored it and I don't want to deal with pre-roll. So we are pausing the reaction and we are going to play a little.
Hello, my name is N.G.R.I.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for doing what you're doing. I'm so honored, seriously. Yeah, you guys are really knocking the record out of the park. I thank you. But Q&A, ask me any question. I got you. What questions you got? While we are in the midst of this ad break, you tell me your questions. I will give you answers as best I can. Is there a Discord link? Boom. That's an easy question to answer. Got you. Got you. I appreciate it. Yo, Dreadbane is now following. Guys, that's Simon. Shout out to Simon enjoyers everywhere. Everybody, Simon enjoyers. Let's go ahead and see, some dubs in the chat for Simon enjoyers. Because, he actually, oh, by the way, just in case, Dreadbane, you would like to see your handiwork here. This is what's happened. Look what you do to me.
Oh my gosh! It's just me, bro. I was just trying to say hi.
Guilty pleasure songs? Yes.
Your roommate said hi.
I do have guilty pleasure songs. Say So by Doja Cat is a guilty pleasure song. I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain is a guilty pleasure song. ITGIRL, IT Girl by Aaliyah's Interlude. Guilty pleasure song. What do you think the three most different Giz songs are from each other? Okay, so that's gonna definitely be this album, Butterfly 3000, and PDA. Hey man, I'm not mad at you for liking Ed Sheeran. We're free thinkers here. We Rooskies are free thinkers for sure. We are. Do you Frank Zappa? I don't Frank Zappa as hard as some people Frank Zappa. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. So that's definitely one of those things that Doja is underrated. Specifically the song Say So, which is not underrated. I wouldn't say I like Ed Sheeran, but you like a few songs. Hey, that's totally reasonable. We can deal with that. But do you Frank Zappa? I can't say that I can't. I mean, Johnny Cornflake, I gotta be honest. I can't say that you could not call me a Frank Zappa enjoyer. I can't say I've listened to enough to be a Frank Zappa enjoyer. I have been bopping Pink Pony Club by Chappelle Roan as of late, and I have zero shame to admit that. Hey, man, I don't care if you're HOTTOGO. I don't. I think that that's totally fine. Anyways, guys, I think the ads are over now. So, anyone here heard of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard? Yeah, they're really coming up. We love those guys. We are definitely Giz enjoyers here. Guys, we are getting into Cold Cadaver next. Here it is. Ooh. Yo, Chris Prom, welcome to the Rooskies. This album really makes me feel like Jethro Tull and the Beatles were like, hey, y'all want to have a baby together of music? And that's what happened. And I love this. Love you, Mush. Thank you for being here. Bow, 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 bow. I was sleeping when I heard her preaching. Chris Prom, thank you for the prime. She says they call The harmonica and the bongos really add just an amazing layer, and it's something that, you know, the Beatles and Tull didn't really do, and I like that they've added their own brand of Australian swampiness to it while still paying homage to these sounds that have just like been mega huge and inspirational to me. They made the album cover. Song. All of this has been so good. It's just such a dynamic album. Hey, he gets the Noti gang and he shows up late. I love it. Ooh. Hang on. That was a nice little baby sitar or maybe a full sitar sound. I don't know if you've heard, but there's this girl that does genre swap and cover of KG songs. Oh, that's awesome. No, I have not heard any of that. The Bitter Boogie. Another boogie! The bass line here. Is this a sitar I'm hearing? A sitar I'm hearing? And it's an ambi song. that swampy acoustic lead sound is again just so choice. This part. Bitter. The swampy lead is just such a perfect sound. I'm hearing him say the words dinner though. The acoustic guitar is all in the right ear. The harmonic is all in the left. Oh man. That's so good. Kind of reminds me of a Coulter that guy who sang "The Devil Wears a Suit and Tie." Ooh, Coulter Wall. Okay, I thought so. I thought that was correct.
From the first glance, had no chance.
What does that sound like to me?
From the first glance, had no chance. Make an exception. That would outlast. Searching for a new obsession.
Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Dun 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 dun. Ba-da-da-da.
From the first glance, had no chance. Make an exception. That would outlast. Searching for a new obsession. Yet I'm too bitter to reconsider my options twice before I ask for your advice.
I love this song. This might be my favorite of the Boogies.
I've been grieving for no reason.
Wow.
Seems wise. Married to the pie with no ambition. Besides, I'm too bitter to reconsider my options twice before I ask for your advice.
Ah, this is such a nice one. And then we get a horn. Yeah, I think the Bitter Boogie is my favorite of the Boogies, like for sure. Like I definitely think that this was my favorite Boogie. Guys, what's your favorite Boogie? Put it in the YouTube comments, put it in the chat over there. What's your favorite of the Boogies? This is N.G.R.I. Bloodstain. Ragtime piano.
Everyone thinks I am a shadow when I'm hiding in my room, safe within my zone.
This is so good.
Demons that I summon, wipe the blood off the floor. It's my only lord. Sorry. N.G.R.I. mundane, bloodstain.
Oh my goodness.
N.G.R.I. in my brain, keep it clean. Bloodstain,
Dude,
bloodstain, bloodstain.
that's like the pills people take to feel better, right? Like that's like antidepressant pills, like N.G.R.Is. Isn't that like that's kind of nuts? I really, wow. This is like, those are SSRIs. LOL. So I have a little brain. So explain to me what N.G.R.I means before I, not guilty by reason of insanity. Oh. You know how sometimes your brain just feels so small? I've had a few of those moments this evening, guys. I feel like a real big dummy. Not guilty by reason of insanity in my brain. Got it.
N.G.R.I. in my brain, keep it clean.
This has kind of a punk rock vibe to it too. Like instead of like as fast as this piano is going, it almost feels like if you take the piano and you make that a lead guitar sound with some overdrive and you know, like a bridge pickup, you have punk rock.
Bloodstain, bloodstain,
You make the current acoustic guitar another electric guitar.
I've awoken from my slumber. I was dreaming about a flood, covered in my blood. Now my pits are getting sweaty. It's a sign I've got to go back to where I know.
Oh man. This is just seamlessly blending genres, and I love it. It has like punk rock meets classic rock vibe. Like punk rock meets Americana vibe, maybe is what I mean to say.
Bloodstain, N.G.R.I. it's plain. Wipe it up. Bloodstain, N.G.R.I. mundane. Bloodstain, N.G.R.I. in my brain. Sweet clean. Bloodstain,
This is super good.
bloodstain, bloodstain,
They haven't done this one live, or they don't do it live.
bloodstain, 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 bloodstain.
They haven't ever done it? I love a crazy ending like that. All right, so this is Time Equals Fate, and yeah, geez, we're cruising through this one. It's crazy to me how fast it goes when you like are in. Yo, it's way too hard. Whoa, I try way too hard. Welcome by. Even if you're a try hard, we love you, and you're welcome to be here. I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Ooh.
It's always in between the lines you thought you read.
This is a Cookie song.
Time and distance, keyhole needle through the thread. I can't help but be sad sometimes.
Yeah, this already got voted onto my S tier list already. I'm so glad I didn't listen to it before the concert though, because they didn't play any songs from it in the concert I went to. Yo, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Step backwards somewhere into the past. I relive that great party where we had a blast. Pondering things in the past makes you blind.
Ooh.
Look ahead, you'll not waste your time. It's borrowed. I can't help but thinking of back here. Oh,
please don't let my past be my fate. Cookie Man really wrote one here, guys. I don't know if he did he write this one too? I don't know if I could answer what the most penis core Giz song is, but as far as my favorite song that I saw them play live, there's definitely an element where Gila Monster was such a vibe because I live in a place where Gila lizards exist, and like Arizona went crazy for that song. Mars for the Rich was great, but Iron Lung was my personal favorite, I think, just because I got emotional to the point of... But they played, like, so many of my favorites. It's hard to choose. Somebody explain it.
It takes three to remember that one differently. Memories are long, it gets thicker with time. Look at the clock, its hands read the time is photographs. I can't help but thinking now, right here, always. Please don't let the past be mine.
They left it unresolved. Oh, they left it unresolved, and I love that. Geez, Cookie is such a genius in his songs. I want to go back, though, because Time Fate, the lyrics in this one hit maybe harder than almost any of the Giz songs I've ever heard. And I love this. It takes two cats, but the concept, where is it? Memories of fog. It gets thicker with time. Look at the clock. Its hands read the time mends for... Yeah, like, again, just the way that they end on like, unresolved. And, like, they're really commenting on, like, how time kind of sucks. And this idea of not wanting your past to be your future or what you're destined for. It's... man. Time is money is what this one is.
Feels funny when it sounds funny to give me so much time. And now money
Oh my goodness.
I know when my guns start bleeding and pissing over my teeth, then I'm low on my blood without any love. All I've gotta say, why is time my money?
That's a very interesting philosophical question.
Sounds funny to give me so much time and no money nearby. I know when my eyes start itching that I'm in need of a fix, and I'm low on my blood without any luck.
This has a lot of like Laurel Canyon kind of sounds to it. Like the songs that were kind of coming. I don't want to keep harping on how it reminds me of the Beatles because I've made that very clear. This is a very Beatles-y sounding album, but I feel like it really does have that kind of like the Byrds, you know, the Mamas and the Papas, that kind of, again, Laurel Canyon sort of vibe to it. And there's like a hippie soul to this album that I'm just really captivated by.
Hand in my hands to see that I am so stuck. And all I've gotta say, all I've got to say, why is time money? 'Cause it sounds funny to give me so much time. And no
Probably not, because they're not from Australia.
time is money. Time is money. Time is money. Time
it escalates there into almost like it almost gets spaceshipy, but they don't take it there. Most of what I like is this one.
Most of what I like is given to me by
Ooh.
the one that I love. Bears the illness every time. Technically, I don't deserve to live this kind of life. Perturbed at what I
This is so good, dude.
and changing every time.
Perturbed at what I might become, unchanging every time. That means you're gonna become the same as you are.
This
And you're upset by it.
is what I'm needing. I'm bleeding from the eyes. You always shut your eyes when you look me in the eye.
You shut your eyes when you look me in the eyes. Oh!
The roads which I heard. The corpse that I'm dressing should never be displayed. Should never be displayed.
Always caressing the ropes that I've frayed, right? Like the corpse that I'm dressing, like it should never be displayed. It's crazy that there's all of these juxtaposing opposites, seemingly opposite things that are, ideas that are coming together.
Should never be displayed.
And then we're back to the clarinet. Oh, and that drum sound.
But sharper than a knife, I teeter on its edge, just waiting.
I could see that, Pris. Or Prunk.
Returning home brain dead, and you inject the life. Appeal to me, love. Remake, rebuild, revive. Rest of it is what I'm bleeding and laxative to cry. You always shut your eyes when you look me in the eye.
The comment on "you always shut your eyes when you look me in the eyes" is such an interesting call out of character. I really do, again, just love the concept of realizing that and calling attention to it. So good.
Always caressing the rose which I pray. The corpse that I'm dressing should never be displayed. Should never be displayed. Should never be displayed. Should never.
There's a bit of the Faces kind of vibe that goes into this to me as well. Like I feel like there's inspiration by the band Faces. Oh man, I did Troglodyte as well. And Punk Rock Loser. Is this an instrumental? Oh, that's the last song? Guys, I've loved this one. This is such a good sound. Kind of Jefferson Airplane vibey here. Ooh. Oh man, that bass. That bass is good stuff. What is happening? Are we rewinding it? That's what I thought. Paper Magoon Infinite. Oh. S tier immediately. Immediately an S tier album. From the very just jumping right into the beginning of it. This whole thing was S tier. This whole thing was S tier. Like the claymation scene that they did here, this little claymation diorama, it just, yeah, with the water tower, I love it. It feels very Wes Anderson in artwork to me, which is amazing because he's my favorite director. The explosion makes me think a little bit of A Day in the Life by the Beatles, and just that boom, you know, that very last sound that they play. Yeah. Paper Mâché Dream Balloon is S tier. That would have probably been, this I think is probably the album I would advise most people listen to if they're trying to get into Giz. I think that this would be, to me, that album. If I'm trying to give somebody the most user-friendly album, this is the one I think that it is. For sure. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. And tell me your S tier albums in the comments below. What are your Giz S tiers? I love you guys. Goodbye.